I'm here in Fort Worth, Texas on my first ever assignment for Auto Trader, and they told me to behave myself and not get in any trouble. And, well, stuff happened. Now, actually, I'm here with Chevrolet celebrating their 100th year of Chevy trucks. And included in this is a drive of their police interceptor vehicle. Their 5.3 V8 tuned to catch bad guys. And they're gonna let me drive it, which obviously they haven't seen my videos.
Different tone 1, tone 2, tone 3.
Is this the one where you can go on the radio?
Correct. For your microphone.
And for more about my Tahoe drive, click the link below and read my column on autotrader.com/oversteer. Click it now!
I'm Ivory.
Ivory?
Yeah.
All right, Tyler, nice to meet you. Okay, so I'm not in trouble.
No, you're not in trouble.
I actually get to drive.
You didn't steal the police car this time.
Yeah, that's
We're
great.
going to go in and to the right. Where you need it, just watch your overswing.
Like that?
Yeah, there's no need to swing out left to turn right. Everybody does it for some reason.
How am I doing? All right.
You're doing okay. A little choppy. Some yanking the steering wheel, but
I see.
It's your first time.
Wheel right on it, like I'm kissing it. Okay.
Yep, just like you're kissing it. And then we're gonna stay to the next one. Keep going. Don't straighten up.
Oh yeah,
You should have stayed locked
There it
out.
is. Yep.
Stay left. The next one's over there on the left.
Next one's over there on the left.
You straightened up.
Yeah, you're right.
Stayed
I'm
out.
sorry.
No, it's okay. Everybody does it. They don't trust me.
We don't listen, and that's how we get tased, all right?
I don't need you carry the taser.
Oh, good. Well, I managed to get through that without getting tased, and the officer's actually really nice despite my horrible driving. But the reason they're doing this is to show us a new vehicle that Chevy's coming out with, a kind of interceptor inspired, sporty, mean Tahoe RST, which I'll get to see tomorrow at a place where they're really doing it for Dale. Now, Chevy was kind enough to put me in a hotel and also feed me a steak dinner with an open bar. And last night I was up thinking about all the cool trucks that they've made that were kind of sporting editions in my lifetime. And the first one that springs to mind is the 454 SS Chevy 1500, the little regular cab pickup that was lowered with the big block engine. Now that was really cool. Another one that I can think of is the 2000 Tahoe Limited, which was mostly an appearance package, but it was all blacked out and lowered and looked really sweet. Another cool one I can think of is the 2003 Silverado SS, which actually had the 6-liter Vortex, so it wasn't just a pretty face, but it was mostly for show. It had a cool body kit, that kind of stuff. And then there's the really cool one, the Trailblazer SS, which has the LS2 V8 from a Corvette, which I became very familiar with swapping into my old Porsche. They really haven't done a lot of sporting edition Chevy trucks, but new for 2018 is the Tahoe RST, and it is real pretty. No, it's not a Trackhawk competitor, but it doesn't need to be. Now, these things are offered in just mostly an appearance package where you still get the 5.3 and the stock suspension and brakes, which is fine, but then they have something called the performance package, and that is really something. The performance package starts with the 6.2-liter V8, which, saying this as a former Chevy salesman back about 10 years ago, finally, I mean, since 2000, all we could get was the 5.3, and we were missing out so many sales to the Denali and Escalade, which were more expensive, but had the bigger, better engine. But they didn't stop there. In the performance package, you also get the magnetic ride control, which you would find on the Escalade and the Denali, and also the nicely optioned Corvettes. And they've sport-tuned this to handle better. You don't have the body roll and the pitch when you slam on the brakes. Also, speaking of brakes, they put big brakes on it, and they also put a crazy exhaust. And Chevy has handed me the keys to this thing and left me alone with it. And I get to drive this thing before all of you other non-automotive journalisty people. Oh, sorry you're so far away, but this thing is huge. And inside they left a window sticker. And this thing starts out at $65,000, which is before you get the performance 6.2 liter package and the front brake kit and the suspension package and all of the sunroof and other cool stuff, making it an extra $12,000. And then the destination charge makes it a grand total of $78,450. Don't crash it. Now, the first thing you'll notice when you drive this Tahoe over a regular one is the optional magnetic ride control, which is amazing. You're basically a hovercraft floating on magnets, and it's also very reactive to prevent body roll and pitching and all the stuff you would associate with a large SUV like this. And it just makes it a much more enjoyable car to drive, not just in a comfort sense, but also to have a little bit of fun. And speaking of fun, that is a great noise, a nice little Corvette noise out of this thing. Also, it has a new 10-speed automatic transmission, which certainly keeps you in the power, and I imagine probably helps with gas mileage as well, but all I care about is this. This thing is definitely doing it for Dale. Now, it's not anything crazy. This thing's huge, so it's like a 5.5 second 0 to 60, which is pretty dang good, but it's not really about the 0 to 60. It's about the experience, and this thing definitely gives you the feeling that you want to go fast. You are in a Ricky Bobby it. I want to go fast. But this Tahoe also has some pretty cool tech borrowed from the other cars. It has a heads-up display out of a Corvette, heated and cooled seats with a heated steering wheel like a Denali or an Escalade, and it even has a sort of adaptive cruise control that keeps you in the lane somewhat, and a really weird accident avoidance system that sends vibrations through the seat into your butt when you're doing something stupid. So, if you are about to hit something, this Tahoe will shake your booty rather inappropriately. My back right buttock is shaking. Oh! Okay, I won't hit the bush, just stop. So that's all I have on the Tahoe RST. And if I'm going to give it a score, I'll give it an over 9,000 and give you no point of reference to let you know if that's good or bad. Now, there's lots of other stuff going on today at the Texas Motor Speedway where they're celebrating 100 years of Chevy trucks. So there's a lot of cool old Hoovies to check out. So, is this a video review? Is this a vlog? I don't know, guys. Just bear with me. After the vintage test drives, I was sent to a press conference where I asked a very important question. What do you think of Do It for Dale and that big movement, and what does it mean to you, and what do you think of it?
I don't know that I know the movement that well.
You want to describe
Well,
it?
whenever you do something automotive related, a burnout, a donut, any kind of stuff, you're always doing it for Dale. You know, that's why you do it.
I like it. I have seen a couple of those, but I didn't know it was much. I didn't know that it reached movement stage yet. I think that stuff's great, and even if it's tongue in cheek and people are just having fun. But I love, you know, I enjoy being on social media and being sarcastic is a majority of what social media is. So it's a lot of fun to see all that going on.
Then we were sent outside for something crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are the first people in the world to ever see the all-new Silverado.
So they drop a Chevy Silverado out of a helicopter and then ferry us to the buses as quickly as possible so we can't get many pictures of it. They're actually saving it for the Detroit Auto Show later in January for the big unveil. And so that's all I got for this press event. And if you think Auto Trader should send me to more things, hit that like button and maybe click on my link below and read my column, which is linked to autotrader.com. And sir, I'm shooting here. You mind? Oh, Saab Kyle, everybody.
Hello.